real estate company, real estate company. We actually run a real estate business, believe it or not. Real estate company, that's correct, sir.
Real estate, behind the scenes, it's all a real estate company.
We are a real estate company. We're a real estate company. We are a real estate company behind all of this madness.
All right, everyone, bit of an impromptu video today, so who knows what could happen, but what I wanted to do was make a video on making money from gun content, okay? I know that probably sounds a little funny, but I remember when I was first trying to figure out, like, okay, I'm starting to make content. How do people actually make money from this? Starting to look it up and go, man, there's virtually no information or resources, or frankly, it's not one of those things that people really want to seem to talk about. And we live in a kind of weird era within the gun community right now where like everyone loves this term shill. And it's kind of a hilarious term, but I figured that, hey, look, let me bring you guys an open and honest discussion that you're probably not going to see on a lot of channels out there. So a little bit of a reality check for everyone in case you're unaware how this works, okay? There are shills out there, okay? And I will mention kind of what I would deem to be that. But, hey, look, there's different types of channels, whether that be gun content, as we're talking about here, or channels in general that produce content. And some of those are going to be, hey, look, I bust out my iPhone and I do a quick thing and I upload it. And frankly, look, let's just call it what it is. It's not bad videos, but the production quality of it is basically non-existent, right? It's done in an iPhone and some sort of iPhone editing app. And look, it's very, very simple and there's no cost involved to that. As you might be able to figure out looking around here, that is not what we do, okay? I'm just gonna fuck it, because I mean, this is literally a spur of the moment video. There's no notes, there's no plan, there's no nothing. So I'll just give you guys the real deal here. So to produce this channel for me costs thousands of dollars a month, okay? And in terms of, hey, look, in videos, I promote our real estate business because, hey, look, that's what pays the bills. The videos are a way to hopefully get the phone to ring so that we can actually do real estate business. But in terms of the actual content itself, literally, I just made my first dollars from content a month ago. And I would have made about something around like 400 bucks, okay? So what you have to understand is, hey, look, take a look at me and then we'll sort of broaden it a little so that you guys get it. Because the idea is to have you guys be a little bit sympathetic so that you're less judgy of people who make money from gun content as if that's a bad thing. So to give you a sense for it, I've spent personally somewhere in the neighborhood of $40,000 over the last year to bring you guys this channel, okay? Now, I don't need any pat on the back for that. I'm not saying that because I need some acknowledgement for it. I'm saying it so that you guys get it. Like, hey, look, this stuff costs time, right? These are days off from my sort of day job, if you will, to come and produce all this. Hey, look, if you look at the sheer time involved in producing a channel, even like ours at a couple videos a week, you're talking about, first I have to think of concepts, or what are things that I would like to do. Next, see, hey, are companies willing to contribute product for us to make that happen? If not, can I swing the budget to make those products happen? Then we start going into T&E phase, right? Testing and evaluation, test the products, right? I have to start doing my research, coming up with notes, right? Checking everyone's schedules. By the time we come out here today, then by the time Christian behind the camera there then edits everything, which of course is not free. And then by the time I'm watching drafts to give editing notes and then upload everything and then keep in touch with all the comments, do you have any idea how much of a time-consuming endeavor that is? It's actually a full-time job, everyone, and I already have a full-time job called selling real estate. So I'm telling you that to give you a sense for it. Be a little, like, go a little easy on some of these content creators because it's a massive time investment for the reward of which, please understand, hey, look, inside of YouTube, where this video, I'm sure you're watching it, we cannot advertise through the actual YouTube ads platform. Gun channels get demonetized, right? Just because of political nonsense. So I can't go and actually run pre-roll YouTube ads on this channel. If I could, I would have made, just per rough numbers, made somewhere to the effect of about $20,000 just from YouTube ads running on my channel to this current state that we're in at the time of filming this, right? So keep in mind, that revenue is gone. So if we are gonna make money from our channels, you have to understand there's only a few ways that we can do that. One way would be Patreon. And I get it, a lot of people hit you guys up for Patreon and they're like, consider donating to our Patreon. I think we're saying that for a reason. my caveat would be, hey, look, some are going to be more, and this is going to probably sound like a fucking asshole comment, but some are going to be a little bit more deserving than others. Hey, based on your effort level and also your cost level associated with that, I will donate to your Patreon. I personally donate to some Guntubers because I think, look, you're putting out good stuff that I enjoy, and I know it costs you money to do that. So, hey, I do it as well. Patreon. You could sell merch, which we started doing recently, right? That's a relatively small business for probably most people, but that is an option. You could obviously get sponsors for your channel, right? If Fiocchi hypothetically was like, hey, can we pay you $500 a video based on your subscriber count, yada, 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 to drop Fiocchi's name in there. Cool, you can do that. Beyond those, you don't have a ton of options. Now, here's where you get into the shill conversation. You get into it because people like to demonize gun content creators who accepted money. Let's just say, for example, let's just take RDR gear, right? So I'm wearing an RDR gear chest rig. Now, I hit up Jeff and I said, hey, I'm working on a chest rigs series. I've basically never asked you guys for anything. I always pay for my stuff with them, even though they're local and friends and all that kind of stuff. I kind of asked for a donation for this one, right? Which they were nice enough to do. But let's just say that Jeff hypothetically was like, hey, look, I'm going to pay you $1,000 to go film a review on this. Now, there's a couple caveats to this. Here's where you get into shill or still non-shill territory. If he came to me and said, look, I'm going to pay you $1,000 and I need you to go give me a good review on this. Okay? Well, that's just an advertisement, right? And you don't demonize Ford when they hire people to come be in their commercials and say Fords are good, right? And yet you would demonize someone in the gun market for doing that. Now, where I start to draw an issue is if you say, and look, I have seen it, and unfortunately even from people that I know, where you go, okay, you're promoting this thing. I know that thing has issues, and I can see that on your Instagram feed or whatever you're saying, never had an issue, best gun I've ever owned. I've been with you when the gun had an issue. That starts to get into shill territory for me. So, okay, you got to keep in mind, there's layers to this. The other thing I would tell you, and this is maybe the main point I would ask you guys to get, right? Let's just say hypothetically, let's fast forward, and then I'm going to personalize it to not call out any other gun channels because frankly, I don't know what anyone's numbers are. But let's just say I get to the point where I've got 1 million subscribers on this channel, right? Attention is debatably the most valuable asset on fucking planet Earth. And you have to understand that. And if I say, look, I put in 5 years building this thing, hopefully not blood, but sweat and tears, maybe blood, who knows, but like fucking put in a shit ton of effort into building this channel, and I've got 1 million eyeballs that are going to watch this. And the reason I'm going to charge you whoever, Glock, hypothetically, to go make this Glock 1943 whatever fucking review for you, I'm going to charge you $2,000 to make that review. Now, you're not paying me for a positive review. What you're paying me for is access. Okay, because I have 1 million eyeballs that are going to watch this. And I'm going to give you a fair shake. If it's good, I'm going to say it's good. If it's bad, I'm going to say it's bad. You are not paying me for a good review. You are paying me for access to the attention that I am able to go get on behalf of your company. In my eyes, that is completely fair game. Because I'm saying, yes, I'm accepting money from that company. I'm not accepting it to promote your thing. I'm accepting money to give you a platform to have your thing seen by many people, okay? And I will tell you, while I've never done that because I'm in no position to be able to command something like that, right? I'm still in the up and coming phase, right? Or whatever you know, basically this new guy phase. I will tell you down the road right now, and you can earmark this so that you hear this from me directly. I have zero issue doing that over time. If I have a platform that's big enough to charge a company to be on my platform, no issue doing that. I will tell you if the product is still a piece of shit, but I have no issue accepting money to make a video that is a fair video. Okay, so I'm bringing you this, everyone, because I get it. It's very little open and honest conversation that happens about this inside of the gun community. And there's this weird thing where people like to demonize people for making money associated with guns because I don't know why. So just take it from me. This is basically a straight shot, zero filter, zero preparation video saying we have a limited amount of ways that we can make money from doing our full-time job. Again, I've spent about $40,000 over the last year. Think about this because this is a true statement. I've paid money to go work for free for the last year. I've paid money to show up to work every day. You go to work and you get paid. I pay money to go to work and have had zero upside until just about right now, right? So take all that with a grain of salt. Be a little more polite when you start throwing around the shill term. Yes, they exist. Most people are not that, okay? So take it all with a grain of salt. This is me coming to you, giving you a little bit of honesty so that you understand how this whole thing works. Peace, kids.